Hi everybody, Rodolfo of the Webineer Team here. Today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial for Webyx for Elementor. First of all, we need to install the plugin. On the left menu of WordPress, we go to the plugins. As you can see, Elementor is already installed. So now I'm going to add new in the top left corner. In the plugin list, you can search for the free version, but in this case we're going to install the Pro version that we have already downloaded from the Gumroad site. Let's push install now and then activate plugin. As you can see, the Webyx for Elementor Pro plugin has been installed. Now let's activate the license. In this settings page, we enter the product license that we will skip. As you can see, they have appeared different options, different tabs. This is a Webyx for Elementor Pro settings page, a general plugin settings. Here you can see the hide WordPress admin top bar. This is meant to hide the top bar in Webyx pages preview. You could also have a Webyx menu that is in display location. There is also a version manager. Here you can browse the list of available previous versions of the plugin. And you can always roll back to that version. Last option is a license API debugger that is used to capture license activation problems. Then click on Save Settings. Now let's create a WordPress page. Click on Add New and giving a title, for example Webyx. Then we need to apply a template, the Webyx for Elementor Pro template, as you can see here. Publish. Okay. Now we go on Edit with Elementor. We need to click on the gear icon located at the bottom left of the Elementor panel and select the Webyx for Elementor tab. As you can see, there is a Enable Webyx option. Enable it and then click Apply Changes. After having enabled Webyx, below will appear a long list of features that we will play with afterwards. Okay, here we are. Let's add a section here. Click on the plus. Choose your structure. As you can see, on the left there is a panel for Webyx for Elementor Pro section. Webyx section and containers are wrappers that incorporate the original Elementor section containers and contain specific attributes and or Webyx settings. Enabling this option is telling the plugin that this section will be managed by it and considered a Webyx section. Let's insert here a name for the current section, for example section 1. You must choose a section type, front or side. Front section are the first ones shown in the rows, while side sections are positioned laterally to the front ones. You can also select an HTML tag. For example, we can put a background. It can be different for desktop or mobile. Let's choose desktop, for example. We can click on Enable Background. Other options are shown, for example, a foreground object. You can save multiple data, for example, color, image, or a video. So you can change it on the fly. For example, I choose color. Let's put a different color, for example, red. Webyx interface has many ways to give you info. For example, in the top right corner there is a brush icon that means color. Here, for example, with image there is an image, obviously. You can also activate or deactivate this information clicking this toggle. For example, also the name or the background preview. Infos are always stored. Let's re-enable everything. Now we can click Publish. Now let's put some content here. For example, I choose an heading. Let's write Webyx. You can choose a color, white. I'm going to put a center alignment. Then let's add another text, the usual lorem ipsum, also white. And centered. Let's go back on the Webyx Pro section options. You can also manage the content position from the left panel, in this case middle. Let's update. As you can see in the top right corner, you can see the icons that show you some infos as before. Now let's do another section. We call it Webyx 2. Edit section. Let's say I want an image here for background. I'm going to choose this one. Now let's change its name As you can see, it will be called section 2. It is very important to remember to name differently each section. Let's add another one. Webyx 3, of course. Section 3. Let's say I want a video. I'm going to choose one, but now I don't have it, so I'm going to choose a color. Let's say blue this time. I'm going to update. As you can see, there are two tabs, desktop and mobile. You can activate different backgrounds for both type of devices. For example, I want on the mobile this image. I'm going to update it. As you can see, in mobile portrait, in the first section I see a picture, and in desktop a background color. Now let's enable some navigation methods. Let's go to the Pro settings. For example, navigation arrows. I enable arrows, and let's say only vertical, because now the website is a classic vertical only website. Every section is one below the other, so you only need a vertical way of navigation. Here you can see different options, for example colors, area, thickness, and so on. Let's also enable navigation bullets, another way to navigate through sections, both divided in vertical and horizontal. Enable bullets. Let's put them on the right. Click update, and let's see something. As you can see, now we have navigation arrows to move through sections, only vertically this time. And on the right, some bullets. You can jump around one another. Now let's say I want a different color, white for example. This is for the active one. I enable a smooth animation. I'm going to fix arrows so you will always see them in their position. Also white. Let's say I want an area for these arrows, and I want to give them a color. For example, okay, this one is good with transparency. Update. As you can see, on the right, the active bullet is white, while hovering is the light one, while navigation arrows have a little background area. Let's say I want to change something from vertical only to horizontal only website. The first section type will remain front. The second, I'm going to put it side, so it will be shown on the side of the first one. And the third, the same as well. Settings. Now I'm going to choose an horizontal way of navigation. So I'm enabling horizontal arrows and bullets in this tab. Let's update. Let's see. As you can see, I've got on the bottom some bullets, and on the right and on the left the navigation arrows, because now the website is horizontal only. You can jump around with animation as said before. Let's spice things up. On navigation design, horizontally or vertically, you can put different designs. For example, in the horizontal way, I want to enable a card style. Section will go one above the other when moving. I choose a sliding animation, and I'm giving a parallax effect, 30% for example. As you can see, there are many options: continuous vertical, vertical lock, and so on. But let's go on. Let's see what we have got here. As you can see, horizontally there is a parallax effect with a section moving above the other. You can jump around as always with bullets. Now let's change the animation type. For example, I want to make it fading. Update. And let's see. Cool, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to mix things up. From vertical only and horizontal only website types, I'm going to have a mixed type. Every section has a section type, as you know from before. It can be front or side. Let's put front the third one, and let's see what happens. I have to enable a vertical navigation so you can see. Let's say fading horizontally and vertically sliding. fade. And slide. Until now, we have chosen a classic full height and width choice of website type. But in view design, you can choose something else. Let's say, for example, we want a full width with an integrated Webyx header. You can have a single page or multi-page mode. Single page, for example, has a Webyx menu to jump around different sections, and multi-page is a menu managed by WordPress. Let's see some options for our header here. You can set the height, the color of the background, you can put a logo, or enable a menu, centered, you can also put a different style on mobile. Let's say change the color in, let's say, yellow. I'm going to enable it. On the left, update. Let's see. On the top, you can see here the header with a menu, section 1, section 3. These are the front sections, while section 2, for example, is the side one, sliding vertically and fading horizontally. Let's see in responsive mode. Yellow header. This is a multi-level menu. Now you see white background because we didn't set anything in the background for mobile mode. We're gonna fix that up. Section 2 settings, mobile tab, enabling background. Change the color to a violet blue one. On the third section, I'm going to put a picture. Let's choose this one. Let's check on responsive mode. Image, color, image. Update. Preview. Vertically. 2 images, and horizontally blue color. Let's try another type of view, the custom one. This allows the user to manually shape the view appearance to their liking. can set width, height, and for example the view position. Update. Let's see. As you can see, Webyx is working as before, but in a smaller view. Now I want to add a custom CSS rule. Let's go to the Custom CSS tab, enable it. There is a pop-up window, and I put this simple rule in here. I want to apply it to the heading. As you can see, I added this class here. Let's see. Here it is, a black background. Let's disable it. And now it's time for a event hook. There are many hooks. Let's say I enable this one. Some code that is written when I enter in another section. This will be a console log. Let's see. I move. Here it is. Let's go down. Okay, easy. Now I want to enable navigation with mouse wheel between sections. Let's open the tab. Enable now mouse wheel navigation. Update. Scrolling with mouse wheel, I can go up and down, as you can see, only vertically. But we also have an horizontal content. To reach that, we need to enable horizontal animation, so we can slide or fade to the lateral content. As you can see, scrolling down, I'm going right and down, back to the top. If I scroll right, fade, slide down, and so on. Okay, disable everything, update. Now let's say I want to change something. I want to apply an horizontal scrolling style to our website. I'm going to change the third section to side, so we have horizontal only style. As you can see here, we can enable this effect. The container content navigation method changed from vertical to horizontal scrolling, from right to left and vice versa, to reveal content from the size of the viewport. Here you can set a different speed. Let's update. Here we are. A classic horizontal scrolling website. you can use the browser's scroll bar. If you don't want to see it, you can hide it. Very cool. You can also mix things up. Let's say we want both a vertical and an horizontal scrolling style. As you can see, I'm changing some section types. Horizontal scrolling here. Vertical sliding here. Back and forth. You can also, for example, reset the position when moving. Scroll right, slide down. As you can see, all has been reset. Okay. Let's add a background audio. As you can see, there are many options. The options are configurable and independent for both desktop and mobile devices. Let's select a file. Let's enable some options. Show contours, muted when started, in autoplay. As you can see, you can set so many things. We leave it by default. Here it is on the bottom left corner. Okay, that's it. Now I want to add a loading splash screen. You can choose a default one or you can put your own. I'm leaving the default one. I'm setting a time duration, for example, 2 seconds. Update, and let's see. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video. Bye.